What's happening, everyone? It's SR Infinity back again, and today I am bringing you a breakdown of the Xbox E3 Conference 2018. So, first off the bat, Halo Infinite was shown off in the first few minutes. I personally did not expect that. They didn't really show much except a quick little teaser, I guess that's what you call it, which is basically in the video that I'm showing you guys at the moment. And then 6 minutes after that, or something like this, Fallout 76 has been teased with another trailer presented by no other than himself, Todd Howard. He mentioned that this game is 4 times the size of Fallout 4 in the hills of West Virginia, as a lot of people have predicted. First to enter the untamed wasteland, you will be an explorer, not a sole survivor as Fallout 4 has been, but you're actually a survivor. Basically, the world of whole Vault has basically survived because, as a lot of people have predicted, it is basically going to be from my point of view anyway, from the trailer that we've been shown, a multiplayer game. Now, I do believe that this is going to be more of a PvP type of game style. Mainly, well, one thing that's actually been shown is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Same sort of graphics, as you can probably tell from in order to have like a large scale multiplayer game, like for example Rust, you have to kind of downscale the graphics down a wee bit. Like for example, in ESO, the graphics still look good, but they're toned down to compensate for the immense scale of the actual game. Now, back onto Fallout 76, I will show you the trailer right now, so enjoy.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Take me home, country road.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
From what I've just shown you so far, it really poses more questions than it has answers. One thing that I can see from the trailer is that it would be a multiplayer game, as I said before, with kind of untold magnitude at this point. I will be staying up till 2 a.m. To see Bethesda's E3, and I do anticipate them telling us a wee bit more, if not give us some form of a trailer for the actual gameplay, and tell us a wee bit more how that is going to basically work. but that's going to be in a separate video. I'm going to post this one first, along with some with all the other news that Xbox conference has basically brought us today. Now, as I said before, this game looks very, very similar, if not identical, to Fallout 4. It is very difficult to determine whether or not it's something like a spin-off like Fallout New Vegas, or something completely different, which at this point we can't really determine that. Now, to the next reveal by Microsoft was Forza 4. Now, I'm not a huge fan of racing games, but from what I saw, and the additions that the game has actually been given, not only has it been upgraded graphically, but also there has been seasons added to the actual game. I'm not entirely sure if the seasons have been added in the previous games, but if they haven't, this is a brand new addition, along with an open world set in historic Britain. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but this sounds like the very first time a racing game is working with a open world environment. Like, you can literally drive up to a player in the same game mode that you're in, ask him for a race, and that's basically. I'm not entirely sure how that is going to work, but I guess after this demo we're going to see a lot more after that. However, I'm not really going to be covering this in the flesh because, as I said, I'm not a huge gamer for this type of games anyway. I'm not really sure what to think about it anyway. Now, one thing that was talked about over quite a while actually was lack of exclusive games and developers that Microsoft has, doesn't have basically. Until now, they have basically shown us that they have acquired quite a number of developers that are developing certain games, new franchises, or existing IPs. And this basically is the answer to what a lot of people have been talking about, or should I say bitch about, quotation marks. And that's basically that on that front. Another thing that I really wanted to point out is that PUBG has been shown with new maps, new equipment, and new modes, which is very, very exciting, and I'm a huge fan of that game, and I have been playing it over the past couple months. I think that after the amount of time PUBG has been out, it really needed a refresh, and this is exactly what has happened. The new mode that has been teased, War Mode, looks like Fortnite's 50v50 mode, which is super exciting to see how they're going to implement this in PUBG. They also have teased, as I mentioned before, new maps. I do believe that we have already seen the smaller map, more of a desert type setting, and the newer map, which is more of a lush jungle type thing, from what I saw anyway, and also a snowy map. A snow map has literally been teased for a couple of seconds. That's all that we saw. Now, another thing that this conference has basically shown us is that they are trying to pump out as many IPs, as much content as they possibly can to level up with Sony, which I will be making a video about them separately. I'm not entirely sure when their conference is going to start, but I'm going to find out for you guys very soon. And it basically looks like they're just trying to pump out as much content as possible, to be absolutely fair. It looks a lot better than EA's conference. That was a total shit show. And I have made a video on that, but I didn't really kind of touch up on that very much, to be absolutely fair. I've only really touched Battlefield 5, which actually reminds me that Battlefield 5 has been teased with a slightly different trailer for the story mode, but again, that wasn't that much of a deal because they haven't really shown us, they haven't shown us a lot. Disappointed, to be absolutely honest. That's the sort of stuff that you want to save for E3, one of the biggest events of gaming if you know, of the year, but who am I to judge? Now, over the past an hour and a half, I have been anticipating something that I hold close to my heart, which is Halo. Now, I've been playing Halo when I was in primary school. I was just coming out of primary school, and I remember me playing Halo 2, and that really got me into, you know, technology, arts, music, physics, whatnot. And to be absolutely fair, I am super pissed off. Like, I've started recording this as soon as E3 for Microsoft has finished, and I was willing to put my hand on the line, my whole fucking arm, that 343 is going to announce something. As all of you might know, Halo 5 multiplayer was good. It's probably the best multiplayer that we've ever had, but story-wise, holy mother of God, the worst story. The writing wasn't there, and to be absolutely fair, I was expecting them to come out at least with a teaser, but no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. What the fuck are we meant to do now? All the Halo fans were expecting them to tease something. Unless, obviously, I'm none the wiser and they're having their own, you know, E3 stage conference at some point this week, but I very fucking highly doubt that. Now, the fact that this game has been anticipated for the past couple of years is an understatement. A lot of people wanted to see something from 343, except this Halo Infinite at the beginning of the conference. But to be I'm absolutely lost for words. They will not, and I repeat, they will not bring this game out in 2019. No. That game is, if the earliest they're going to announce at E3 2019, is going to be something completely out of the ordinary if they announce it outside of those events. But that's my opinion again. The earliest they're going to bring something out like this is 2020, and that's 2 years away. That is, I'm just lost for words, as I said before. Now, that comes with a good package and a bad package, to be absolutely fair. Bad package is because we have to wait another 2 fucking years for that game to come out, if it is going to be announced. The good part of this is that they're not rushing it. They're taking their time, and they're going to make sure they're going to deliver a good Halo experience like they should have had with Halo 5. Now, I am a huge gamer myself and a huge Halo fan. I have been from the very beginning, and I'm expecting them to at least kick it out of the park with Halo 6. Again, that is just my own opinion, and I don't work for 343, so I don't know what they're really doing, but we need to have some expectations. Overall, the entire conference has been really good. There has been really boring parts that I just kind of tuned out of, you know, went and done other things when this has been playing in the background. But the couple of things that I'm really interested in, and I will follow this up later on at Bethesda, is Fallout 76, wherever the fuck Halo Infinite is, because it sure as hell did not look like anything that 343 has been working on, and PUBG. This, I'm looking forward to the things that I've just pointed out. Now, I will be uploading another video very shortly. I will be staying up till 2 AM when the Bethesda conference will start, and I will be making a video just like this. So be sure to tune in and wait for my video to be uploaded, quite possibly, I don't know, 5 AM, something like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll be uploading this as soon as I can. And yeah, peace. SR Infinity, out.